Hi guys, so here we have a BMW 520d in Jetoba. The colour code is B65. I'm just going to be start cleaning the car down. The car's been previously painted. You can see lots of filler, it's falling out. This will all need to be removed. Right, I'm going to be taking out the light and the reflector. The light has 3 bolts behind the cover, 2 behind and 1 to the side. The reflector's much easier, it's just clipped in. You've got to be careful with the light. If you pull too hard you could crack it, so I use these plastic trims. Very useful, these trims. Now it's yes, mask on. Because there's filler there, there's lots of dust. Best to wear a mask. I'm going to be taking out the sensor now, just so that it's out of the way, it's not going to get damaged. So I'll be filling over that area. Yeah, it took some sanding out this actually. When I kind of started this and realised how much filler was in, ideally it really needed a new bumper, I reckon. Would have been far easier. Yeah, there we are. Good starting point. Blow out all the loose dust, get a clean area. Now panel wipe it, get rid of all the contaminants. You must do this a lot. The minimum should be 5 times with the panel wipe and each time with a clean cloth. I think on this one I probably did it 10 times. There's nothing better than making sure that the panels are clean. The cleaner the better. Less chances of getting any silicons. This is an Italian brand. It's a fiberglass filler. It's really nice to rub actually, rub down. There's a lot of rubbing off filler. It's definitely wise to wear a mask. You can see all the dust everywhere. Down again. And put another layer of filler on. And this car took a lot of filler. Took me up the full day to get the filler right. And you must lamps on and 10 minutes every single time. kind of rubbing around the light area, the reflector area. The block doesn't always work, so it's quite intricate, so you're going to spend your time around those areas. These are the kind of areas that would stand out once it's been painted, so it's got to be right. It's got to look right. On this third layer now, clean it down. I think we're getting somewhere close.
I see you walk out of the shade. Oh yeah, came out. Ooh, it's in the past now. Oh yeah.
Not too sure why I'm not using the mats. I need to look after my knees. Just trying to get the shape right around the reflector light. Okay, another layer done. Okay, we're going for the top layer now. This is dolphin glaze, really good. It kind of levels itself out, very useful. So while I was sanding the fiberglass filler, I was using 120 grit sandpaper. Now I'm going on to the dolphin glaze. I think I probably will have used 240 now, going more finer. I don't want any deep scratches from the 120 because we're getting on the top layer of filler. I want to get it more smoother. 240 won't be the last, it'll be 500 after that, and then 800 wet and dry. Paint over 800. Most of the scratches, well, all the scratches will be out by then. I think if there is anything left, the primer will cover the rest. Once the primer's dried, then you rub down the primer and all the scratches are gone then. But that reflector area, that was very difficult. Getting that shape is just intricate. Getting your piece of sandpaper in there, very difficult. Got to have a lot of patience.
Some people cool, some people try to get by. If you don't have a reason, it's hard to make it all worthwhile. 'Cause what I've got surely makes the world go round. 'Cause I got something real. 'Cause I got love. I got love, love. I got love. I got
Okay, so we're on the 500 now. While using the 500, I use a padded back. It's more forgiving, it's not so sharp. Going around corners and bends, it keeps the shape, just takes off the top layer. Giving it another clean again. Getting it ready for the primer. Going to mask up so I don't get the primer in other areas. There'll be etch coat and then a high build coat after that. Spray some guide coat over the top, just so that once I rub it down I can see where the high and low parts are.
Girl, let me show you, you're my one and only. Like I told you, I'll be there.
This etch primer takes 10 minutes to dry.
I'll be there. Your heartache, it kills me, but your loving, it thrills me. I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know.
We're on day 2, so you can see the guide coat, the black dust.
You give me hope and a way to cope.
With the 500 there, just rubbing down, flattening it down, making sure it's all smooth.
I'll be there. And when I'm at home, I got no one to hold. Won't you tell me? I'll be
Yeah guys, if you can click a like on this video, that would be amazing, very helpful. If you can subscribe and click the bell so you can be notified on the other videos that I will be putting up.
just need
Down the line, would like to do big projects, maybe a full restoration, that would be great. Maybe a classic car. Can you name any classic cars that you'd like to see restored? Maybe a boat. We could restore a boat. That would be good. We can go crazy. If we have the followers and subscribers there, we can renovate anything. Let me know what you'd like to see renovated. Anything. Cars, bikes, motorbike, boats, aeroplanes, helicopters. The crazier the better ideas, I think.
whenever you're lonely, just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there. Girl, let me show you, you're my one and only. Like I told you, I'll be there. 'Cause if you get blue,
So there I've squashed down the bumper. This is just so that it keys it down, takes off the top shine and prepares the panel so that when I come to painting, then it sticks everywhere.
Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope and a way to cope, yeah, yeah.
Panel wiping again. I don't think you can panel wipe too much. As long as you're not putting too much product on the cloth, it's fine. Blowing all of the water out everywhere and making sure it's all dry and clean. There's nothing worse than when you're spraying and a run of water comes down. No, it's got to be dry. The masking up part, this should be done carefully. The more careful you are here, the better finish you'll get in respect of not getting paint in places that you don't want it. Every single part of this preparation needs to be perfect. If you don't get the preparation right, then it doesn't matter what you paint on top, doesn't matter how good you are, it's not going to look right. It's looking okay though, it's getting there.
I've been waiting around for you. Why did you take so long to come to me? Maybe you were waiting around for me too. So I feel you're some kind of wonderful, some kind of magical woman. My love's for real.
Just took a photo from my Instagram there. You can find me on Instagram as well, so check out the before and after photos on Instagram. All the links and stuff are down in the description, so take a look there. I've just put some stopper in. There was a few small pinpricks. Oh, first layer of paint. Black's quite a good colour to paint actually, it covers really well. The worst colour is red usually, it takes many layers to cover. It's very transparent. Yeah, oh, it rained, not good at all. The worst thing that can happen when you're outside rains is a pain, especially when you're using water-based paint. It's not a good combination. It's like if you were using solvent, it would be able to wipe it straight off. You've got to dab it or let it completely dry naturally. You can't, because if you start rubbing, it just smears the paint. Okay, the rain stopped for a bit. It's always kind of important just to concentrate and get the job done. The quicker you, well, not the quicker, but the concentrating and just getting the job done, because you never know when the sky's going to open and it rains. It's always a worry. Okay, wait, first layer of lacquer. Second. The clouds are not looking good. Yes, it rained again. The top half of the bumper wasn't good. You could see lots of water damage. Came back a third day. Rubbed down all the lacquer. Got rid of all the little pits from the rain, and then I'm going to be painting it again and lacquering it again. And yes guys, please click a like on this, subscribe, click that bell. The more subscribers we have, the better. I appreciate every single person that does subscribe. Thank you guys, I'm very grateful. The more subscribers I have, the more projects I can do, the more projects you can get involved in as well. And so cleaning it down, panel wiping it again. Masking up again. This day's a far better day, no chance of any rain. But yeah, I'm still concentrating, getting it done.
All of my friends say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby.
It's a bit windy actually today. The whole rear bumper is getting painted now. Masking up again. Putting the brown paper everywhere.
When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too. I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, no, no.
Because it's quite windy today. That's a pain. That is a pain, the wind blowing everywhere. Just got to be as quick as possible. Just get it pinned down. No, nothing blowing about. Try to cover any gaps where the wind can get in. Definitely not good. Okay, so we're ready for the paint. This time it's going to go well. No chance of any rain, so I'm happy. Just a few dust coats of the turbo. Let that dry. Tack it off. Any like loose bits of paint on top. Make sure that it's all dried off. wiped off. Right, first layer of lacquer. Second layer.
Yesterday I lost the battle, trying at all costs, oh, to keep you, baby. Oh, to keep you, baby.
One more.
Now I hurt so bad. All I feel is sad that I lost you, baby. Oh, I lost you, baby.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that now.
Said goodbye with tears inside. Calling out,
Get the heat on, get dry quickly.
shut the door behind you. And now I wonder.
Move the infrareds around. I think I leave it on for 10 minutes in each spot. Dries pretty fast. Though finished, it still needs a couple of days to harden. Taking off everything, almost completed. Finishing touches shortly. Put everything back in. Just a few nibs to do. So I get the 2000 wet and dry out. Just taking off any. While you're outside, you kind of get a bit of dust, tiny bits of dust landing on. So I flat these out and then polish it back up, and they just disappear. Yeah, guys, please subscribe. I bought a new reflector because the other one was snapped from the accident, so that just pushed in. Put the other light in, making sure I don't touch the bumper.